Hello everybody, welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen and today we are making an all-natural avocado with essential oil cold processed soap, and it's going to be so good for your skin. The natural fats and enzymes and vitamins in the avocado have so many skin benefits. So I'm using avocado oil, a large portion of avocado oil. I'm using a whole pureed avocado that we're going to come back and mash up, and my liquid in the lye solution is aloe vera juice, which will just amp up the whole skin benefits. And I'm going to use natural coloring of French green clay, so it'll have a very mild green tone to it. And my essential oils are, I'm doing a rosemary mint essential oil scent, so it's going to be great. I'm going to pull together all my ingredients, get my oils melted and cooled off, and get my lye water cooled off, and we'll come back and make some soap. Alright, what I've decided to do is I'm going to blend my colloidal oats and French green clay with my essential oils so that the clay will disperse in the oils. Apparently, well, I've heard that the essential oils will bond to the clay and it will work for scent stabilizing and keep the scent around a little longer, which we definitely want. We want all the good smells to stick around. So that's what I'm doing in a glass jar. Got my essential oils, got my clay, and we'll go ahead and whisk those together and let them just sit, and the clay will absorb the essential oils, and actually it helps to blend the clay into the soap so you don't get little chunks in there. Make sure I got all the bottom. I'm waiting to cut my avocado until everything's cooled off and ready to go, because I don't want it to oxidize and turn brown. I want it to stay green. Now the lye will cause it to brown a little, but you know, I want to minimize that. I don't want it to sit here, and you know how avocados get funky pretty quick. So I'm just waiting. Oh, that smells really good. So I have my rosemary and spearmint mixed in with my clay and oats, and I'm going to let those sit while everything cools off. Alright, what I've got here is I poured off a little bit of liquid oils because I forgot to water discount, and I'll need a little liquid to get this pureed. So I'm going to use oils, and I'm going to go ahead and cut up my avocado now and get it in there and puree it. And then we will add it when we reach a very light trace on our soap. So, and I'll show you how I like to peel avocados. I got this trick off YouTube. Look at that. Boom. Isn't that nice? I'm just going to plop it in here. And I'll take my stick blender and we will mash these up. Because that would not be fun if you're taking a shower and you got a chunk of avocado in your soap. Not cool. Alright. The oils are nice and cooled off. I have my clay, colloidal oats, and essential oils. I have my aloe vera juice and lye here. So I'm going to put my goggles on and my gloves. I have some organic rosemary leaves here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those, again with the foodie products on top being chunky. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We'll wait and see how the top comes out and texturize and kind of play it by ear. I've got my molds here ready to go. So everything's ready. I'm going to go ahead and add my lye solution. There we go. I think you can see okay. And again, my lye solution has organic aloe vera juice, tussa silk fibers, and about 2 tablespoons of sodium lactate, which again is like a liquid salt to help firm up the bars to unmold easier. Set that aside. Give this just a light blend. Avocado oil slurry here, kind of baby food looking stuff. I'm really hoping the green stays green and doesn't brown up too much, because that's really pretty. We will see once we come through all this. Set this over here, and I'm going to whisk in my French green clay and essential oils here, and then we'll stick blend more if we need to. In goes my clay essential oils, colloidal oats. Make these smell wonderful. The clay really adds a nice smooth feel to soap. I love how it feels in there. And the oats are great. The colloidal oats don't really add any texture, so they're not, exfoliating. They're just skin nourishing. They have a lot of vitamins and minerals, and our skin absorbs what we put on it, so it's all good. There we go. Oh, it smells so good. The rosemary and spearmint. It's really good for your nose. If you had a cold, this would be a really nice soap to scent on. All right, I am going to stick blend this a little more because I'm not doing any swirls today. We're just going to texturize the top, so I can afford to blend this thing up and get it thicker. So let's do that. Pardon the noise. All right, that looks great. Get a clean spatula. This one still has baby food stuck on it, so set these aside. Clean spatula for pouring into our molds. Let me see, there, that's probably a good angle for you. Pour nice and slow so we don't get any splashies. It's going to be very simple but very rich, and I love that. For all my crunchy granola friends that want an all-natural bar, this one's for you. And sometimes, I love that. Just let the soap speak for itself, because that really is what it's about. I mean, I love making fun, swirly ones, But at the end of the day, it's what you're taking into your bath and shower or rubbing on your hands and your body, and you want a really good bar of soap. And that's one of the reasons why I love making soap, is because you're in control of the ingredients, the quality of the ingredients, all of that stuff. It matters. Trying to get these nice and even so that my bars are the same height. Sometimes I have to just stand back a minute and see where we are. I think we got just about everything out of this container. I always think of, absolutely love Katie Carson over at Royalty Soaps. She is a hoot. Love her channel. She's an inspiration. But her scrapey container, that just cracks me up. I love it. So anytime I'm scraping out my containers, I think about her saying that. So these are a little wiggly. I'm gonna let them sit for just a minute till they thicken up so I can texture the tops. And I'm still trying to decide if I want to put my rosemary on top or not. Do we like foodie products on our soap? I'm trying to decide. I might sprinkle just a little. I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back and texture the tops in just a few minutes. All right, still a little liquidy, but I think we can go ahead and start texturing the top because I like the little sloop overs there. Sloop over, that's not a word. I have a strange habit of making up my own words, and my kids have learned to live with me and my funny vocabulary. But there you go. Keeps you creative, keeps you on your toes. Let's see. Let's see. I guess I am going to do just a little sprinkle of rosemary. Hopefully it won't be too obtrusive on a bar, but it just gives a little pretty interest. And since it has rosemary essential oil in it, kind of goes along with it. Kind of like little pine needles, actually. It's funny because they're considered leaves. These are called rosemary leaves, but they're like pine needles. All right, going very sparing on that. I'm going to spritz the top with 91% rubbing alcohol. And there's the wet soap. We'll bring you back tomorrow for the unmolding and the cut. Good morning, and I am going to unmold my avocado bars. They sat under a blanket and went through gel phase last night. So let's get to unmolding. These are my silicone molds and baskets from Essential Depot. Look how nice that pulls away from the side. I've really liked these molds. They've been really nice to use. And I'm going to break the seal on the bottom. There. And there we have it. Set that one down. This one. Nice clean sides. and let's get to cutting.